You are listening to Pharmacy IT and Me, your informatics pharmacist podcast. Hi everyone, this is Tony Dow, and today is August 9th, and welcome to another episode of Last Week in Health IT. As with every episode, we start off this one saying that the intended audience for this episode is everyone. So let's just get right into it. So Prognos partners with 3 health systems for precision med AI. So Prognos, that's Progknowse. It's a fairly new company founded in 2018 that's focused in precision medicine and combines predictive analytics with algorithms. It's a startup, so it's pretty amazing to see that they are able to partner up with 3 major health systems, including Baltimore's LifeBridge Health, St. Luke's University, and Riverside Health System in Virginia. Partnering with these 3 major health systems will provide enough data for Prognos to use in their algorithms, and in addition, they'll also be using Premier Connect platform to access national datasets with de-identified outcomes, and in combination with all the analytics tools that they have, this will end up providing better precision medicine for all their patients. I personally think it's nice to see that a startup is able to gain this type of partnership, and it's a big win for them, and I'm looking forward to see what they come up with in the future. Alright, so the next news item is HIE helps Houston Medical Group provide successful value-based care. So Houston Medical Group is a medical group based in the Southeast, which is in Tennessee, and they employ more than 800 individuals and is one of the leaders in electronic health record integration and utilization. And as a reminder, HIE, that stands for Health Information Exchange. And Houston initiated HIE in their system that ended up resulting in increased pay-for-value payments by 44% and increased fee-for-service payments by 7%. This meant more than $13 million in value-based revenue was done annually. One of the hardest parts of providing care in a large network is the transitions of care and sharing of data. So access to that data was prioritized in their HIE initiative. What they ended up doing specifically was getting rid of multiple logins into multiple systems that providers would have to need in order to see the patient data. Instead, they used one partner HIE as a means of simplifying the process, allowing providers quicker access to the information that they needed, and therefore providing more efficient and effective care for the patient. Alright, so the next news item is CVS Health. They're expanding diabetes programs with analytics. So CVS Health, or rather their PBM CVS Caremark, they've been using analytics of pharmacy, medical, and lab data to identify patients who are at risk for diabetes or hypertension and to enroll them in a special care program as a preventative measure. So they are setting some pretty high goals with this, such as reducing the incidence of diabetes in the population by 58% in the next 3 years. It makes sense that since they are one of the biggest and largest PBMs out there, they have access to an enormous amount of data that they should be using for improving clinical outcomes and improving patient care. So they are basically enrolling these patients at risk for diabetes or hypertension into their Transform program, where they can issue things like digital scales or CDC-approved app-driven programs and health coaching. So it's nice to hear that they are able to use this data for massive-scale health initiatives. Alright, and the last thing I have is Cerner collaborates with Duke Clinical Research Institute to launch Cerner Learning Health Network. So Cerner and Duke, they are aiming towards automation of data collection, which naturally includes electronic health records. This goes with the theme of physician access to data, where the providers are going to have better access to insights for supporting their care. And it also helps with medical researchers for future-focused studies and research in particular disease states. The Learning Health Networks will use Cerner's technology to assess therapies and whether they are successful or not. So this looks like the beginnings of something big, so we'll keep an eye out on what happens next. So before we go, if you would like to hear more news on healthcare IT, you can check out great curated articles on healthcareitnews.com. It's actually where I go for daily healthcare IT news to keep myself updated on what's going on in that world. Alright, if you guys like this episode, you can subscribe and rate us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or any of your other favorite podcasting services. You can also follow us on social media on Twitter or Facebook at PharmacyITme, or Instagram at PharmacyInformatics, or by emailing me at tony@pharmacyitme.com. And I also wanted to plug a great networking opportunity called Pharmacist Connect. If you are familiar with Microsoft Teams or Slack Workspace, think of Pharmacist Connect as a large vetted one through Slack Workspaces. I've met some great colleagues on it, and there's even an informatics space within it as well. You can find out more by visiting pharmacistconnect.com, which is PharmacistConnect.com. Thank you again for listening, and I'll see you on the next episode of Pharmacy IT Me. And remember, technology is the tool, patient care is the goal.